Thing killed me. Guys, day 500 Swell vendor. We're at Honolulu Airport. It's 5 a.m. Got up at 3:20 a.m. this morning after surfing 3 times yesterday. Pipe, sunset. Like sunset was like 10-15 foot, pipe was 12 foot. The final day of the Triple Crown, so everyone was grinding to get clips. We got some epic pipe. We scored an epic window pretty much, and it was just like me, John, Ivan, Jamie, and Billy out, and the inside crowd. And pipe was just, the conditions, the period, everything was just perfect for it. So we definitely scored an epic window. That wraps up the Triple Crown. In the last Swell bender, we had the Hui Vector shootout wrap up, the Vans Online Digital Triple Crown. We have scores submitted, so we'll have those waves being judged in the next few days to see who wins. It's probably going to be John. If you guys didn't check that out, Bet Online has had odds up on the Triple Crown. You could have bet on who you thought would have the best chance to win. Of course, John was like 125 on the odds, so way up there, but there were some underdogs too. And anyway, there's a huge swell again, and so thought everything was over. It's not over. We got up at 3:20, and we are on our way to go to Maui, but we're waiting at 5 a.m. There is a wind report. If the wind is 15-16 knots, it's too late. Jaws will be blowing out big and good for towing. Kailani will be out there, but it'll be too windy, I think, for paddling. So we're gonna go back and we'll go to either Waimea or one of the outer reefs here on Oahu. If the winds are lighter, then we go to Jaws, get there, hopefully be in the water by 9 a.m. and have a good session, and then shoot back to Oahu for pipe in the evening, and then we sleep for a week. So thank you for joining us on Swell Bender Day 1 million. Timed right can be nice, although never easy. It can be less strenuous, and it also can be a nightmare. We'll be close outside. Oh, that's a top. Oh, I got that. Caught by the colors that dragged you into the bowl on the other side of the bay. So all the current flows into the rock. And that's where you get into very steep configuration. But for now, we're looking for the sea. I haven't been on my knife in a long time. Possibly a full year. That last big wave session we had, I rode a muskrat horse. Oh, shit. 9, 8. Did you get some sick ones over there?
Yeah, I got some fun ones. Nothing big.
Really?
Nice drop. It was kind of bombing. It was like,
Huge, yeah.
it was like those big sets and then nothing in between really.
Really? So like when they came, you're just so surprised.
Like all the other, like as soon as I went in, it was like just a whip.
Doing it right. Dang.
Everywhere.
Okay guys, so as you can see, we had kind of a shocker on this Swell mission. Sometimes you make calls and it's just not really the right call and you get stuck in the absolute team scrambled fest that we just did. You can tell we started calling ourselves Team Scramble. We decided last minute the Swell was way bigger than anticipated and we were going to get on the plane after the final day of the Vans Triple Crown. We surfed pipe all day, surfed sunset, trying to get scores in, went crazy. That night we said, hey, we got to go to Jaws' first flight. It's going to be huge, it's going to be crazy. We woke up at 3:30 a.m., flew to Jaws on the first flight out, which is at 6 a.m. By the time we got there, it was around 9 a.m. And to be honest, Jaws did look pretty fun. It was just a little smaller than we thought, and the wind was strong already on it. And we kind of just said, we could have either we had to make the decision, do we just go out here and have a little session, try to get some waves, or do we race back to Oahu, which we were getting reports was 1, really big, and 2, really clean. And so FOMO being what it is, we tweaked out. We left Jaws, which we could potentially had a good session at, but the wind was really strong, and I did hear that it turned into like a tow windsurf day pretty quickly. We left Jaws, didn't surf, got back on a plane back to Oahu, and by the time we got back to the North Shore, Waimea that morning had been 25 feet and kind of incredible, as well as some of the outer reefs. We got there, the swell was dying, and we were just at that point kind of just overwhelmed and exhausted from the day, and just kind of rattled and making the bad call. I mean, you can't score every time. It does happen. It is just frustrating because you see a swell like that, you know what the potential is of the wave you could ride and something you could do. You put the people around you through it. Mahina has to deal with all my scrambling, all the stress that I carry through a swell. I also put her through because she didn't. So it gets a little crazy at times, but we're to the other side, and we ended up getting some good waves at Waimea, the classic Waimea. The Eddie hopefully will run this year. We're all invitees, so it was special to do that regardless. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You got to see an in-depth look at what a scrambled strike mission looks like when it doesn't work out quite as the way we thought it was.
But better safe than sorry.
Yes. We went, and if Jaws had been really good, we would have scored. That's what Mahina told me. Hey, you had to go and get eyes on it. Otherwise, you would have been here worrying about what was happening there. So just should be happy sometimes with where we're at, I guess. Take that or leave it. Either way, subscribe, like, do whatever you want. You guys, we've been having an insane winter and having fun bringing you all the content that we have. We want to keep it going, keep the YouTube rolling. Maybe get into some more live stuff and do even more throughout the rest of the winter season. So enjoy the episode, and we'll see you guys next time.